I created a 5.5-minute animation video using free AI tools and want to share my techniques and lessons learned during the process. It all started with an idea for a short story about a talented boy who plays piano, sings, and dances at home, but refuses to perform at school or with friends. As he grows up, he helps a conductor pick up dropped sheet music in the street and sees a rainbow at that moment. Later, at a rock concert, he spots the band in the street and takes a selfie with them. But when he checks his phone, the photo has changed into an image of a rainbow. He then attends a ballet show, where a massive rainbow forms the backdrop behind the dancer. One day, while working in his office, his code suddenly vanishes, and 3 pixelated rainbows appear on his screen. That moment makes him realize his true destiny, to be a performer. He quits his office job, starts giving concerts, and eventually becomes a famous artist. The process. I started by generating images for the scenes using Google FX Labs' Whisk, initially planning for a 9:16 aspect ratio. After creating some images and videos, I decided to base all future images on a single picture of the boy, using it as a subject and style reference to maintain consistency in his appearance. Later, I switched to a 16:9 aspect ratio, realizing that since the video would be over 30 seconds, it wouldn't qualify as a short. I also wanted it to feel more like a real movie. As I learned more, I realized Whisk wasn't the right tool for my project. I primarily used Microsoft Copilot for images because, despite taking longer to generate and being slightly less creative, it provided greater consistency, which was crucial for the main character's appearance. I used the same boy's picture as a reference, then generated an older version of him to maintain continuity in later scenes. For videos, I experimented with various AI tools. After assembling most of the scenes, I decided to improve character consistency, scrapped some scenes, and recreated them using Veo 2 for later scenes, since Veo doesn't support images of children, while WAN 2.1 and MINIMAX handled the beginning scenes when the main character was still a kid. I used WAN 2.1 for a scene that required both a start and end image video, since Veo 2 doesn't support that feature. I was happy to see this functionality return in WAN, and it's also available in other tools like KREA, Pixverse AI, and Vidu. Videos without the boy were mostly created with Veo, either from text or an image. There was a slight issue with aspect ratios. The landscape format wasn't identical across Google Tools, Whisk and Veo, and Microsoft Copilot, so when editing, some videos had to be cropped at the top and bottom to fit. Thankfully, no important content was lost, though keen-eyed viewers might notice the adjustments. Sound. I decided to use only music for all scenes, selecting tracks from YouTube's audio library. Originally, I planned for the boy to say one word.
No.
In the second scene, when he refused to play piano at school. But when I replaced that scene, I cut the dialogue entirely, making the video voiceover free. However, I had generated but no line using Lemon Slice, choosing a voice named Sam. Until then, I had referred to the character as the boy, but after hearing Sam's voice, I decided to name the main character Sam. The only sound effect in the video was a camera click when Sam took a selfie with the rock band. End credits and extras. For the end credits, I used Whisk to create images, listing the AI tools I used, setting green screen backgrounds for easy selection. I generated multiple versions quickly and picked my favorites. For titles like AI image generation tools, AI video generation tools, and music, I decided to animate them with Veo, loving the results. I also incorporated fireworks in the end sequence. I made mock ads for Sam's concerts using Whisk, adding a Ken Burns effect in some areas of the final scene, even animating one of the ads. I attempted to generate an ad using Copilot, but while Sam's appearance was perfect, the ad lacked creativity. I repurposed some unused or discarded scenes in the credits, including one I created with Meta AI, with Sam and the rainbows in the computer, even creating extra images and videos specifically for the ending, making it fun to watch. Finding the right music in YouTube audio library was tricky. I needed songs with male vocals and lyrics that fit the theme. In the end, I found perfect tracks, especially for the final scene, where I loved the song so much that I extended the video with fun moments to let the song play until the end. For the title backgrounds, I created a black screen with golden accents in the top right corner using Whisk, generating several options and selecting the best one. Lessons learned. Overall, creating this video took a long time, but the process was fun and educational. I learned a lot about how to be more efficient for my next project. Feedback and future improvements. The story wasn't clear enough. While it was obvious to me that Sam was talented but shy, and that the rainbows guided him to follow his dreams, viewers found it confusing. To address this, I cut the video into smaller shorts, using YouTube's remix feature, adding text explanations for each scene. However, this wasn't an ideal solution. For my next project, I plan to either 1. Use voiceovers so the characters communicate the storyline more clearly, or 2. Make the story simpler and more direct while keeping it voiceover-free. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. Thanks for watching!